In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude futures as they're realizing a second day of higher price action. Today's price action is pushing them up right around that 105 level. And when you look at the week, we did see an intra-week low of 95. So we're better than 50% off the intra-week low. And when you look at the high for the week, a little over 111, we're better than halfway above or back from those lows that we did experience a couple days ago. And looking at that low, that 95 level is the lowest level for the front month future at almost 3 months. So again, recovering here back above the 100 handle as we move towards the end of the week. And I think when you look at some of the driving factors today, a couple things. Number one, storylines out there now that the U.S. Is shipping some of the strategic reserves overseas. And I think that that's having an impact as far as expectations, as far as the reserves here in the United States, the inventories moving forward particularly, and I think that that's having an impact as far as WTI pricing. Couple that with also the tensions between Russia and the Western world continuing to maintain an elevated state, and a lot of stories here the last couple of days about the energy front, sanctions, and how it's going to be handled moving forward, I think is also reviving some of the buying pressure underneath the crude space as a whole, and I think that that's helping to support WTI as well. Now, when you look at the trends this week, one thing I do want to point out, when you look at rig counts, we did get that today, Baker Hughes rig counts, an increase of 2 oil rigs week over week, so that continues to see upward momentum. I think it's the 6th week in a row that we have seen an increase in oil rigs and pushing them up to the highest level here in a couple years. Active rigs, that is. Now, last week, for the first time in about a month, we did see a step down in gas rigs, but today they were reported week over week as being unchanged. So overall, the trends are still positive in rig counts. We're seeing rigs coming back online, but last week's down step in the gas rigs was leveled off this week, continuing upside when you look at oil rigs.